Hey guys, welcome to the Fairy Tale Podcast, your podcast for the greatest guild in the world. I'm getting all fired up just thinking about this episode.
So, hey guys, what's up? Natsu here, and I've got another manga review. This is chapter 387, and it is called Father and Son. Now, I have a lot of opinions on this particular chapter, and it's kind of it's all over the place. So, let's go ahead and dig into it, and then I'll give you guys my rating, and you can disagree with me afterwards. Alright, so here we go. First off, worst title ever. Because Father and Son, I think Mashima's just trolling us at this point, and he is a giant troll. Let's face it, he's trolling the crap out of us. I was like, okay, we're finally gonna get an explanation about Gray and Silver and what's going on with that. And no explanation whatsoever. They get barely a moment, and then it's all over again. So my dog's running around. Sit down. Good Lord. Alright, so, yeah, just nothing explained, and, look, are we correct in thinking that Silver is Gray's father, or are we wrong? How much are you going to keep trolling us? Nothing had anything to do with fathers and sons in this one, unless you're counting Gray and Silver. In that case, those of you predicting that outcome, you have sort of been justified? I don't know. All right, so Silver the fight continues on, or rather begins, between all the demons and the four fairy tale mages that are there. Silver kidnaps Gray to fight him alone for God knows what reason. Let's just hope that we will get some explanation about that particular relationship soon. The fight begins. Tempesta is stopped by Gajeel, who's stopped by Fish Demon, whose name I cannot remember right now. Juvia stops Skullface. Yeah, a lot of these demons I'm not even going to memorize, so characteristics are going to be how I describe them. Skullface, which leaves Natsu to fight Tempesta. That's the one that I do remember. He's the pretty boy. If you guys remember, he's the one that put Loxus down after their battle. Alright, then we move on. We get Happy and Lily together, and oh my god, it's adorable. Now, Happy has a little mushroom on his head. Now, if you guys remember, there was an old episode way back towards the beginning where Natsu and Gray and Happy all get mushrooms on their head. And it's so funny because Happy's like, I wanted to be part of the joke, but apparently it was too late. So it turns out the mushroom is actually Franmoth, so we're never going to be able to get away from that particular voice. Jalal will have stuff to do tonight. And we go back to everybody else asking where Makarov is. It turns out he's headed back to the guild, even though the guild's technically been destroyed. He's going to the basement. Maybe he's going to activate Lumen Historiae? That's the way it seems to go, and I want to find out what it is really, really bad. Alright, and then we go, it seems like, we move on. Finally, Wendy and Carla show back up. Wendy wakes up, there's Carla, they hug, they have a moment, and then they look over and there's Mest, whose other name I don't remember. You guys will probably yell at me in the comments below. But anyway, I just keep calling him Mest because that's how he was introduced. I was like, it's Mest. He's the Mest around. Sad. Parody is sad. And, yeah, and then we have that moment. We find out that Face has not been stopped. There's over 2,000 faces. And the final panel reveals that Mardgeir, surprise, surprise, that petrification did not last very long at all. So, the chapter was all over the place, and Mashima was foreshadowing like crazy and trolling us. So, I hated this episode, or I hated this chapter, but I loved it at the same time, because I'm like, damn you for not answering questions. I need to know. Keep reading. So, he's really good at antagonizing you to make you want to read more. So, this was a giant tease of a chapter, and he just seemed to be teasing us even more with the title of the chapter, What the Hell is Going On with Silver and Gray. I really want to know, what is Lumen Historiae? How are they going to stop Face? So many questions. This chapter brought up even more questions than it had any kind of answers. Just when I thought they were going to at least answer one question, no, they didn't even answer that, and then they presented two more that one that you might have forgotten about, and one that just pops up because, hey, Face isn't destroyed, and what's going to happen with Frostmouth? So all this other stuff. Gee, I hope Happy gets that mushroom off his head soon, even though they get cute scenes with Panther Lily and everything. But Carla's back and Wendy's okay, so we've got that. Silver Lining, I give this one about, I'm going to give this one 4 out of 5. I hated it, but in a way that made me love it, because it just bugged me that we didn't get answers. But that's part of the joy of this. You get frustrated and read more. So 4 out of 5. That's it for me, guys. Let me know what you guys think of the manga chapter and this review of it. And if you agree or disagree, post in the comments below. I am Natsu Dragon Eel, the Fairy Tale Podcast. And I'll see you guys hopefully on Wednesday if you check out our Crunchyroll page, because I'll be posting the manga review for the next chapter on... hopefully it should be up by Wednesday evening. But guys, make sure to check out the most recent manga chapter on the Crunchyroll Simulpub. It'll be showing up at around 8 Central Time on Crunchyroll, so it'll be about 9 Eastern and 6 on the Pacific side of things. So that's it for me, guys.
Oh.